Hi, this is Rick. I'm going to be leading you through my caricature process of Polly, the Demon Queen. And this is a cat that belongs to Sara Benincasa, and I just want to thank her for allowing me to use Polly. This is Polly right here. As soon as I saw her, I just knew I had to do a caricature. This is the original sketch I went through. I like to do my original sketches the traditional way. Sometimes I'll do them digitally, but I prefer to do them on paper. Sometimes more elaborate than others. This one was a pretty simple sketch to start off with. And as you can see, I'm just sort of refining that into digital format. This is Procreate. I'm using Procreate on an iPad. What is it, 9 or something like that? iPad Pro. I don't like it as much as the 12.9, which I have, but my 12.9 screen is kind of freaking out right now. So I had to go on the small one. And here I am. I'm kind of doing the values right now, filling in just to kind of get started, knowing where I'm going to put my lights and my darks, and not being that precise. Just trying to kind of get a overall feel for where I want to put it. The solid black I just did was just to kind of have a flat in the back level, so that I could, if I want to do airbrush effects or whatever, and I want to do a masking, I'll have that. But this is basically me just going in now and putting in some values with cat hair, which is kind of the hard way to do it. Probably should not do it that way, but it's the way I wanted to do it. So what I do is I just put the lighter, it's sort of a suggestion of values in the back, and then come in with the cat hair on top. And I build that up. I start with probably some much more toward the middle values than I normally do. I don't want to go too extreme. So here I've dropped the line work, and I'm just seeing if I could refine the kitty without the lines. And you just do that by going in and sort of tightening up areas of shadow and light and putting in some edges. And I figured it was time to put in a background. And because I sort of know where I want to go with this, I decided to go with a red background, even though the final painting red isn't really seen that much. But I like the idea of a demon queen being in front of a red background. It sort of seems appropriate, I would think. But here, and you may not be able to see, it's just a lot of fine kind of detail going in and making lines sharp, working around the mouth right now, and doing a little bit of blending. Part of the challenge on this is deciding where to blend and where not to blend when you have cat hair. You don't want all of the cat hair to be really sharp. Some of it kind of fades into the back. So I just sort of have to decide where I'm going to blend and where I'm not going to blend. And also not to get too detail-oriented too early, which I tend to do. My background is in like more photorealistic portraiture, so I tend to want to get a little more detail, too much detail than what I want to do in just traditional or fun pet caricature. So as you can see, I kind of put the eyes. I wanted this sort of look, sort of a side smile, and looking out of the corner of her eyes. So I did that. I kind of wanted a very witchy look to the cat. And so I think I kind of refined that as I go along right now. Again, as you do with most pet portraits, just a lot of hair, going in and doing hair. And you don't always have to do this much hair. You don't always have to do this much detail. I tend to like to do that. And depending on what type of pet that I'm doing and what type of caricature that I'm doing and what the photo looks like, and also the breed, I just sometimes I'll put less hair than other times. This one, I really kind of wanted to go in and put a lot of fun cat hair everywhere. But you'll see, I'll do some hair, then I'll build up some values on top of that. Then I'll come back in and do some more hair. And so it's just basically a lot of leveling. And that's how you get a kind of a fun dimension to the cat hair. This is refining the eyes. I really wanted that side look. I think, I don't know, it's unrealistic. I don't think a cat would really have that kind of extreme look to the side. But for a cat Caricature. It works. A little bit of shine in the eyes kind of makes it pop out. And here I'm doing some blending and putting in some final touches, final detail of poly. It always tries, the more, I don't know, I feel like that the more lights that you put in, that's when it really starts popping out. There's the side smile, refining that. Anytime you make hair pop out from the portrait onto, or kind of coming out onto the background where you see hair kind of like floating in space, I think that really starts making it come alive. Working on the cat paw here. My idea was that the cat would be reading a book of spells, and that's what this is. It's a book of spells. The original photo, the cat was actually in this position, other than looking toward the side. But she had her paw up like this, and I thought it would be kind of fun, her reading a book and maybe conjuring a spirit or two. Who knows? But going into the paw and trying to make the paw look at least similar to the cat's fur. I want it to be a little bit different since it's forward, maybe a little bit lighter, but also I don't want it to be too detailed. But there we go on that. And you can see some of the cat hair starting to kind of pop out from the kitty. And there are the pages of the book. I wanted to make a few of the pages sort of, coming forward just a little bit. I really enjoyed doing the tartan couch. That was fun. And here comes the evil spirits, or whatever that is, coming up from the book. And we're putting in a lot of reflection from the light there. And the name and background. And a lot of little misty stuff. We need misty stuff whenever you're dealing with magic. But then that's about it. That's a long process kind of squeezed into 7 minutes. But that's Polly, the Demon Queen, with some whiskers. There you go. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing more. You can find my work on beastsofbaldwin.com. Check it out if you can. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. See you then.